Hi, I'm Olivier from Activity Messenger, and in this video, we're going to learn how to integrate Interac e-transfer payments, as well as how we can automate reconciliation of those payments and even chase after parents or participants who have not paid yet. So if you're using e-transfer as a method of collecting registration, it's a great way. People are used to it. The only thing is it's not as automated as credit cards might be, but credit cards are a lot more expensive, right? So we're trying to bridge the gap by automating the whole process of Interac e-transfer within your registration process. So here we have a very simple registration form. If you want to learn more about our other features, I have a lot of videos that explain all the features from the registration forms. But I decided to create a very simple one where I only allow for Interac e-transfer payment. So let's say a parent comes in and is like, I want to register my child to a competitive class. Here we have a gymnastic class. So there's all the required information that the person can put in. I'm going to go quickly just so we can see the rest. But what's going to happen then is it's going to ask them to make the payment by Interac e-transfer. And we're going to automate the whole process. So the invoice shows, okay, this is $3,000. Now I confirm and I will pay with Interac e-transfer. So that basically says I'm registered to the class now. They are still marked as unpaid though on the registration system. And then it says, hey, we need this amount, whatever amount. So I put a big invoice to show because a lot of, that would be a lot of fees with credit card, but it could be for any other registration, a smaller invoice. And basically the person's going to copy your organization's email here, as well as the message and comments. And the message and comment is very important because that's how we're going to automate the reconciliation. So a person goes in, they go to the banking app, they put in the information, and they pay you. Now, what happens is we will be able to forward that bank's email with the message here, and it's going to mark them as paid in your account. So as you're getting e-transfers, especially if you have a large amount of people paying you, they're all going to be marked as paid or not if the payment didn't come in your account. And what we can also do is automate an auto cancellation, right? So in this example here, we say, hey, you said you were going to pay, you said you would register, but I need your payment within 60 minutes or else we're going to cancel the purchase and we will open up a spot for somebody else. So again, it forces people to pay you right away as they would with a credit card. And if they don't, well, you can open up the spot to somebody else relatively quickly. So on the back end, what that actually looks like is if I go to payments, I go to my payment options, I just selected Interac e-transfer. Activity Messenger obviously offers all these other options like credit card, gift card, and we can even connect bank transfers or allow for other payment methods. So from there, in my settings, I can then decide, let me just find my settings. So if I go to my settings under Interac, what happens is this works really well if you have auto deposit. Most Canadian banks now offer auto deposit. So if you can activate your auto deposit, and then this is where you can say, I want to automate the cancellation. So basically what happens is I come up, I sign up, I don't go right away and pay. Well, after 30 minutes, there's going to be an email saying, hey, you haven't paid, please send it over. And after 60 minutes, like, hey, sorry, we just canceled your registration. We opened it up to somebody else because we had not gotten your payments. So a bit more information on how to manually accept e-transfers as well. But that's the essence of it, is that basically people register. They say, I'm going to pay by e-transfer. And with that generated code, we're able to reconcile it and follow up with people who haven't paid instead of you having to do it. So if you'd like more information, you can visit activitymessenger.com.